the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Alabama's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going for a big play right off the bat. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down. He can run run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Handoff to the single running back. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide! Extra point here will tie the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they had so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continued expectations, and this is the business we live in.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all. Down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gets it past the marker. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lyle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to... Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Set, ready.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at...
And now, if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's loose on the left. And that tackle almost... saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of...
Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away. Defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Still running at the 40. Free up the gut. The tag. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Look out, he's got room. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, was expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rolling right and going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback. Extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they... in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And will be sacked at the 6-yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Rebels want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. Be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Man, as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to...
Turning it on! Down found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
On the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good... The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's inside the 35. They'll spot. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
I don't know about the play call there. 3rd and long and you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Trick 9B.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, what a cut! Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. If there's time to pad the stats. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close.